Imagine that you're going for a treasure hunt in the woods, and as you're about to get going, here they come and they give you a map, and they say, here's a map of the moon. How well do you think you'll do in this treasure hunt endeavor? Probably not so good. I think this is exactly what's happened in our culture and our society and what they taught you in school about what the world is, what the universe is, how it works, who and what you are, and where you are in relationship to the universe bears pretty much zero resemblance to what's actually going on. It's kind of like you were going for a treasure hunt in the woods and they told you, here's a map of the moon. In other words, the map you've been given and the instructions for how to navigate through life, the map has no resemblance to the actual terrain. Like, not even close. When I look out into the world, it's really not a big mystery why people are struggling, why people are anxious and afraid and depressed, and why they're struggling so much and just going endlessly in circles. I just imagine if I was going on this treasure hunt and I received a map that had no resemblance to the actual landscape I was in, I'd probably end up struggling and lost and confused and depressed also. What you'll find when you look out there is usually either you find this sort of like work hard and hustle, this like hustle bro culture, which doesn't work. I tried it, and even if it does work to some extent, it comes with a built-in burnout. Like, that's always where it goes. Whatever success you're able to achieve, you'll probably burn out at some point, and like, you never get off the fucking hamster wheel roller coaster of life, and it's basically a very struggle-filled life with no real lasting satisfaction and fulfillment. Like, yeah, you might get the car which will make you happy for 5 minutes, and then what? This is a recipe. This is a recipe for a midlife crisis. On the other end of the spectrum, you have the all the way woo-woo spiritual hocus pocus land, which I tried that too, and it also doesn't work. And as with all things, you'll find the answer is somewhere in between. It's not this, it's not that, but there's actually a new way of understanding things that integrates these perspectives and actually makes it all make sense. I have found through my work and through my study that, one, you need a practical, real-world understanding of the nuts and bolts, practical, strategic stuff, and you also need to be rooted in a spiritual understanding, which is understanding the sort of interconnectedness of all things, understanding your relationship to the broader landscape of which you are a part, and you also need an understanding of how your mind works, how your thoughts work, how your emotions work, how your nervous system works. So as you're navigating through life and situations arise and you notice your mind and body reacting in various ways, it's kind of good to know what's going on with that so you can deal with it. If you don't have that, you are severely handicapped in terms of how to handle your life and how to navigate through life. And you end up going on these endless avoidance patterns and self-sabotage and distraction mechanism that just keeps you spinning your wheels in the mud. There's a lot of noise and fury going on as the engine is sputtering, but you notice at the end of the day you haven't really gone anywhere. Last week, I hosted my first public live masterclass. It was called the Manifestation Engine. This was my attempt at trying to build a new foundational understanding, new perspectives that will give us some common ground in what the hell is this life and how do we deal with it. At the end of that class, I announced my new community called the Manifest Momentum Community. And I literally just launched that like 30 minutes before we went live on the call. So my explanation for what that was all about at the end of it was a bit lacking, let's say. So I just realized now that I haven't properly explained what that's all about and why joining it might be the best thing you do this year. So in my work with my private clients, what we do is we meet every week, and there will be situations that arise, and we go through various perspectives and tools and processes for clearing whatever's been going on in your inner belief structure that led you to having that experience in the first place. So week by week, step by step, we're installing these new patterns within, literally even within your neurology, within your neural networks. And there are these ongoing shifts that take place week by week by week as this new model of understanding gets integrated. I just received today a 47-minute video testimonial from one of my long-term clients that I've been working with for about a year, just talking about his whole journey. The changes and transformations that have taken place in this guy's life is nothing short of astonishing, and it's cases like this that make me really inspired and motivated to bring this work out at a larger scale and build a community around it. So it's like there's so much context that I want to establish, and it's so counter to the common understanding of things that I can't really do it in a medium like this on Instagram or on YouTube, and it requires a lot more kind of direct feedback. Hence, the community is the whole point of this. For one, I'm intending to fill it with the best teachings and trainings that you'll find anywhere on the internet to understand these principles of manifestation and how to actually make it real in your life on a moment-by-moment basis. On top of that, we are having weekly group sessions, basically, to deal with things as they arise moment to moment. And each week causing those shifts and transformation, just like I told you we did in our one-on-one work, but we're doing this as a group together. I'm really excited to see how this unfolds moving forward, because I know when we have multiple people in a room, the energy gets amplified. And as you progress in this work, you'll also develop a sort of inner sensitivity and awareness of the energy flow that's going on, so you'll be able to feel this as well. That's what I'm intending. I literally feel it like physical vibrations in my body, real time, which I used to think that was hocus pocus, except that I experience it every day in my sessions and stuff. So that's one. On top of that, we will have monthly, more in-depth masterclasses, really breaking down the more advanced concepts and principles with the tools and processes to once again install them, integrate them. We're building out a library of guided processes, clearing tools, guided meditations, and things of that nature. There will be a community, like a feed, where I'm also posting written content, breaking down, again, more advanced principles and specific applications that would really be way too nuanced and specific for me to be sharing it here in this format. It's not really relevant for people unless you already have that foundational understanding and integration of these perspectives. Finally, I am offering a free one-on-one session with me as a bonus for the first couple of people that sign up. My one-on-one sessions are usually $200 plus, and the membership fee is like a quarter of that. So if you've been thinking of signing up for a session with me, I'm happy to take your money for a single session, but for the same amount of money, you get the session, plus you get about 4 months of membership. So I'm really trying to make this an absolute no-brainer for people to sign up. If you've been enjoying these videos, or if you've been a client and you've gotten value out of our sessions together, I'm really planning to bring all of that to an entirely new level inside the Manifest Momentum community. I really hope to see you in there. It's going to be amazing. For all the people who have been with me on this journey over the last year and a half, so much appreciation for all of you. And this is where we're going next, guys. And if you'd like to continue on this journey with me. I would love to see you in there. Thank you so much for participating. Even every like and comment means so much to me. So yeah, I'm done waffling for today. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.